Shannon, a couple more sleeps to the start of the Shute Shield 2018. How have things gone, off-season and all those sorts of differences around the place?
Yeah, it's been a really positive pre-season. There's still plenty to do. We're certainly not a finished product coming into round one, but we've worked on a lot of new things. We've reinforced a lot of things from last year, and we've got a nice little mix there now between the way that we used to do things and the way we're evolving a little bit. So we're pretty confident that we're going to be in a pretty strong position in a couple of days' time to push our case and take a first positive step for the season.
And what better way to find out where you are than probably the favourites at this stage for the title, Warringah?
Absolutely. You know, for the boys, last game last year, first game this year, that you couldn't ask for a better start. We've spoke early in the week about it, and we sort of dug up some old feelings from last year very early in the week. But now it's just another game. It's our first step on this season. This is a 2018 group. We've got a campaign, and Warringah is just one of those teams we need to beat. So we're focused solely on this year and this contest. And the boys are really excited. There's a fair bit of energy there to get back out onto our home and perform well for our crowd.
Some new faces that a lot of North people won't know. Tell us about some of the new faces there. Not necessarily only in the 15 that they'll see on Saturday at North Sydney Oval.
Yeah, we've had a nice healthy turnover. Obviously we've lost a couple of really key players that have contributed to the club in the last couple of years, but we've injected some new blood and some really good people. You know, they're performing well through the trials, and they're contributing to the culture as well. So Sam Giltrap at fullback this week, a boy from Ballon who's spent the last few years in Canberra, and he's a real live wire in attack, and he's been making some really smart decisions in what he does with the ball. We've got Angelo Luapepe, also coming to the club. He's from Melbourne. He's had a bit of time in league with the Melbourne Storm and transversed over into the Rebels late last year. And you know, he's a big, powerful winger and someone who really enjoys ball in hand, you know, and carrying into the collision. So, you know, those two guys there in our outside backs have been really positive. We also have JP Sawney. Obviously he's joined the Tars and he's up from Melbourne as well, and he's a big body and a really professional player. So you know, we're looking for him to contribute to the group in a really positive manner as well. Nathan Russell, Dave Hennaway, Patrick Tarfer, a few boys from Queensland that have also joined the group, and we're working with them, integrating them into our systems. They're in a little bit more some of the complex positions in around where our structure is quite different to what they're used to. So it's taken them a couple of extra weeks to sort of find their feet, but there's going to be massive growth in those three players in the next few weeks.
Shannon, speaking to a lot of the players, the phrase "we're not reinventing the wheel's" been something about your sort of coaching style coming into North in 2018. Is that a fair reflection?
Yeah, it is. It's you know, it's I've been compared to Cronny a few times in are you going to do the same as Cronny? Are you doing the same approach? And I think the answer to that is the intent of what's come before me in the past 2 years has reaped some really successful results. It's built a really successful culture, and so it's important that we hold on to the intent. I'll do things differently. I'm doing things differently, but we're hopefully going to get to the same outcome, and we're going to keep the culture strong. We're going to keep the performances high, and we're going to keep a brand of rugby that the players enjoy playing, and the North supporters enjoy watching. So, no, we haven't thrown too much out. We've evolved things we've done. You know, I've challenged the players on a number of fronts to get better and not to be content. The game is evolving. The referees are going to interpret the most repetition area of the game around the tackle. They're going to interpret it differently this year. So that's going to have a flow-on effect right across the entire game. So we've had to reinvent the wheel a little bit around that area. We've had to change our approach to that area, but we've made sure that we've kept a lot of things reasonably consistent as they're successful.